Have you ever pondered about the transformative events that have shaped the course of Islamic history? Today we delve into a fascinating era filled with intrigue, power struggles, and revolts that fundamentally altered the landscape of the Islamic world. Our journey begins with the infamous rift between two brothers that not only tore apart their familial bond, but also resulted in a fracture within the Islamic Empire. These brothers were none other than the sons of Harun al-Rashid, the renowned Abbasid Caliph. Their names were Amin and Mamun. The conflict between the two reached a boiling point when the brothers publicly renounced each other, shredding the agreement that was held in the sacred Ka'bah and removing each other's names from sermons. This public display of discord set off a chain reaction throughout the empire. In regions where there was a hint of discontent, rebellion began to simmer. Notably, the Khagan of Tibet, the Turkic rulers, and the king of Kabul, who were all vassals of the Islamic Empire, began to show signs of insubordination. They started preparations for raids into Islamic territories. This news greatly troubled Mamun. However, with the counsel of Fadl bin Sahl, Mamun managed to pacify these rulers through diplomatic correspondence, granting some tax exemptions and other favors, thus strengthening peace and stability. Meanwhile, in the western provinces under Amin's control, revolts erupted that posed a more significant threat to his reign. In the kingdom of Syria, the only remaining member of the Umayyad dynasty, Ali bin Abdullah bin Khalid bin Yazid bin Muawiyah, also known as Sufyani, rose to power. He was a learned and intellectual individual, and observing the impending conflict between Amin and Mamun, he initiated an uprising in Syria. The tribes in Syria that were affiliated with the Umayyad dynasty rallied behind him. Amin sent armies to quell this rebellion, but they were defeated. For several years, chaos prevailed in Syria until finally, in the year 198 Hijri, Sufyani was overpowered by some Syrian tribes, and Damascus was reclaimed. Amin's actions of discarding the agreement from the Ka'bah led to a significant shift in the political landscape. Dawood bin Isa, a resident of Mecca, rejected Amin's decision and rallied the residents of Mecca, Medina, and Hijaz, convincing them that Amin had wronged Mamun. He advocated for them to uphold the pledge they had made in front of Caliph Harun al-Rashid and refused to acknowledge Musa, who was but a young child, as the heir apparent. As a result of Dawood bin Isa's efforts, the people of Hijaz recognized Mamun as the rightful caliph, removed Amin's name from sermons, and accepted Mamun as the caliph. Dawood bin Isa then traveled from Mecca to Basra, Persia, and Kerman, and informed Mamun al-Rashid in Marv about the situation in Hijaz. Mamun, pleased with this development, appointed Dawood bin Isa as the governor of Mecca. This event took place in the year 196 Hijri. In conclusion, the rebellions and insubordination caused more damage to Amin than to Mamun. This is indicative of Amin's lack of leadership capabilities. The history of Islam is filled with such intriguing tales of power, rivalry, and transformation. Each event, each conflict, and each resolution has left an indelible mark on the fabric of Islamic history, shaping it into what we know today.